Good morning students. Now today we are going to start our 11th lecture of chapter number 2, that is microorganism, a friend or a foe. Okay, and in our previous lecture, means on lecture number 10, we are discussed about the harmful microorganism. Okay, and what are the harmful thing regarding the microorganism that we have discussed in that topic. Okay, now further we are going to start our next topic, that is a disease causing microorganism in humans. Means in a human body, what kind of a disease which can be originated by microorganism. Means we can say like that also, that the disease in the human body which are responsible, which can be created by the microorganism. Okay, now with this, the disease causing in the microorganism, the pathogens. Okay, what was the pathogens, beta? There are some disease which has been caused by the microorganism in human being, plants and animals, that are pathogens. We have discussed already about this. Now in this, about the disease causing the microorganism, the pathogens enters our body through air that we breathe, and the water we drink or the food we eat. Means we can say the pathogens can enter in our body in any of the sources, like we drink the water, so through that drinking water the pathogens enters in the human body, or we can say like when we eat the food, through that food also it was enter in the body, or when we breathe, even if you don't eat food, if you don't drink water, then also through breathing also you have to take a breathe oxygen, then with that also the pathogen enter in your body. Okay, now they can get transmitted by directly contact with the infected person and carried through an animal. Okay, means any of the person who is infected, through that it was easily injected or transmitted to the other person who is well, who was not be infected. Even through the animals also, if any of the animal is infected through any kind of a disease with a microorganism, through that also the infection has been entered to the unaffected person. Okay, and the disease caused by the microorganisms are communicable, or we can say the infectious disease. It was a communicable infectious disease. Communicable means you can say that it can easily communicate, or it can easily transferred between the two persons. Easily it was transferred. That's why we can here use the word communicable. Communicable means, communicable क्या होता है? You and me, when you are taking the online classes, I am giving the science videos, then you and me both are communicating, having a direct conversation, and through me you are getting this lectures, these chapters. Like this, if any of the one person is infected, other is unaffected, now the infected person has transmitted his viruses, the microorganisms, to the unaffected persons. Okay, so that was a communicable disease which it can be easily shared between the two persons. Okay, even it was shared with the by the animals as well. Clear? So that was a communicable, or we can say infectious disease. Okay, the communicable diseases are those which are passed on from an infected person to a healthy person through air. That right now I just be told you like this: water, food, insect, or physical contact. Okay, like the examples of the communicable diseases: cholera, tuberculosis, common cold, chicken pox, measles, anthrax and malaria. Okay, these are the communicable disease. Like that, in some time it was asked in like write the examples of the communicable disease. Then what examples you have to write? Cholera, the tuberculosis. Okay, one is your cholera, tuberculosis, common cold, anthrax, chicken pox, measles, malaria. Okay, these are the examples of the communicable disease which can easily passed, which can easily spread from the infected person to the healthy person. Clear, beta? Okay, so this is a communicable disease. Now how this can be spread through the air? and which are the disease which can easily spread by the air or through the air to the healthy persons. Okay, as I just told you that the communicable disease is that disease which can easily spread from the infected person to the healthy person through an air, food, water, with any kind. So first we are taking that how this disease can be spread through the air. Okay, through air. So in this, the common cold, for example, is spread through the air. We are taking the common cold as an example. When an infected person suffering from a cold and sneezes, and fine droplets of the moisture carrying thousands of the viruses are spread in the air, the virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing. Yes, that's why the COVID-19, the pandemic which has been spreading in all over the universe, in that also, what was that? It was slightly, there is an infection in the throat. First it was infected our throat, okay, then the remaining portions of the body. So what it has been done, beta, it can be easily, suppose I have just cold or something, a little bit cold I am feeling, and I have sneezes, okay, I have a particular cough, anything, okay. So I am giving an example. Even the COVID-19 is such a dangerous virus, it can easily spread it through a touch only, okay. But here I am just be giving like an example of the air, okay. So suppose, so I just be having a particular cold, okay, and in that cold I have a very much nose flow and sneezing, chink aana, khasi aana, like this, okay. So I am just be sneezing again and again. The healthy person which is who is sitting nearby me, so in a one sneeze of tiny droplets are coming, and that droplets carries a number of viruses, and that virus has been spread in the air. And when the person who is sitting nearby me, when he breathe, then the virus has been entered through air in his body, okay. So what was that? This is the viruses which has been spread through an air. That's why it was a precaution that any kind of person who is suffering from a cold, that have been use a handkerchief, a tissue paper, even the hand also, when he or she is sneezing. Even in the normal also, it was a good manner. If you are not be suffering from a cold, then also when you are sneezing, it was a manner that you have to be cover your nose, your mouth with the help of a hanky, tissue paper, or with, if you don't have at that time, then even you can cover with the hand only, hand also, okay, clear. So this is spread through the air. Next, spread through carriers. Particular carriers are there who are taking these viruses with them. So spread through carriers. Some insects and animals act as a carriers of a disease carrying the microbes. Houseflies, mosquitoes, cockroaches and the rats are the carriers of a disease. Houseflies are the most common among all these disease carriers. The fly sits on the garbage and the animal excreta. Pathogen sticks to their bodies. When these flies sits on uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food is likely to get the sick. Yes, these are the common thing, even you know about this also. What was that? Even there are some carriers are there who can carries these viruses with them, along with them, and they infected, suppose any of means, first of all we understand who plays the role of the carriers. So here the insects and the animals plays the important role as a carriers who spread the viruses, okay. Now in this, when the animals are just be, it was a disease carrying microbe, the pathogens. So the house flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, all these the small insects are there which can easily causes the disease. How? Suppose the house fly is flying and it was sit on any kind of a garbage or animal excreta which having a number of viruses or infected thing, okay, that can be the pathogens has been stick with the body of the that mosquito. Now it was flies and just be sit on the uncovered food. So these pathogens which has been stick to the body of a mosquito has been transferred to the open food, okay, and it will make our food contaminated. ओके उसको वो गंदा कर देते हैं फूड को, खाने को हमारे. दैट्स वाई इट वॉज अ मैनर अगेन, पॉइंट ऑफ अ मैनर्स that always we have to be cover our food in the kitchen. Okay, clear? And whenever we have to be take our food, our meal, our dinner, first of all we have to be do the hand wash. That was a etiquette beta. Okay, so then after eating the contaminated food, then we are suffering from sick. Okay, so this is the thing which can be spread through the carriers. So it is advisable to always keep food covered, as we told you this thing. Okay, and avoid consuming the uncovered items of a food. Another example of a carriers is a female Anopheles mosquito. There is a one mosquito, and this mosquito carries a parasite of a malaria. Okay, this mosquito carries the malaria parasites. The name of this is female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, and one more carrier is the female Aedes mosquito, which carries a dengue virus. Okay, there is a two kind of a female mosquitoes. One is the Anopheles mosquito, which can create the malaria, and another one is the Aedes mosquito, which can create the dengue virus, which can causes for the dengue virus. This is the diagram of how the female Anopheles mosquito looks. Okay, so it can create or cause or spread the malaria virus, and another one is the female Aedes mosquito, which can spread or carries the dengue virus. Okay, now the mosquitoes breed in water. So water must not be allowed to collect anywhere, even in tires, coolers, flower pots, etc. Keep the surrounding clean and dry. Spraying a kerosene on the surface of a water to form a thin layer, and this block oxygen and kills a larvae of a mosquito. Or some precautions to prevent the growth of mosquito. Some of the common disease caused by the microbes in a human, their modes of transmission and general preventive measures. It was given by table 2.2 and 2.3 that we will discuss. But first of all, the mosquitoes has been breed in the water. That's why in the summer most of the diseases, in the rainy season most of the viruses has been spreaded easily, because dirty water we are having in a summer. We are using the cooler, that in that cooler we are not be changing the water, we are not cleaning the cooler, then the disease, the unclean, the dirty water is there, and which can breed the mosquitoes, and these mosquitoes has been spread the viruses, the microbes. Okay, so in this time we have to, what we have to do, we have to be clean and make it dry in the flower pots, all the things. Even we can spray the kerosene as well, which can make a thin layer of on the surface of a water, which can kill the larva of the mosquito, the saliva, the larva which can injected the virus. Okay, that can create it. Okay, so this also we have to be very much careful. Now we are going to start with the table 2.2 and 2.3 through which we can understand what are the another modes of transmission and of the microbes in the human body, and what are the preventions to that we have to take. So in table 2.2, the viruses, the microorganism we are studying. So microorganism, first is the virus. So virus can create the common cold, chickenpox, smallpox, measles, polio and rabies. And the bacteria is cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, diphtheria, anthrax and plague. Protozoa is for the malaria, dysentery, sleeping sickness, and the fungi is for the ringworm, the skin disease. We have a ringworm, daad ho jana, it was a skin disease. Okay, so through this was a fungi. Okay, so viruses for the cold, common cold, chickenpox, smallpox or polio, rabies, all these things. Okay, and for the bacteria we are having a cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, diphtheria, anthrax, plague, all the things. So the protozoa we are having malaria, dysentery and sleeping sickness, and fungi is most of probably responsible for the ringworm, the skin disease. Okay, In the next table, in the 2.3 table, we are having a disease causing the organism, the mode of transmission and their general prevention that we have to be taken. So, first for the cholera, the bacterium, and the typhoid is also through the bacterium that can be easily transmitted in the body through the contaminated water and the food. The cholera and the typhoid is spread through the contaminated water and the food water. Okay, and it can be prevented by drinking the boiled water, maintain the food sanitation and the personal hygiene, properly cooked food, and vaccination. We have to take the vaccination when we are in the childhood only. We have to be take the boiled water which can kill all the bacterias. Okay, we have to be take the proper personal hygiene, means when we are to take our meal, lunch or dinner, we have to be do our hand wash, make a fresh food, cover our food when we are not using it out. Okay, all the things we have to be take in a proper hygiene. Second one is the tuberculosis, also bacterium. It has been spread through the air. Okay, and keep the patient and the personal belongings in a complete isolation from other. The BCG vaccine we have to be used, and in tuberculosis, in TB beta, it was sneezing, khasi, kafona. Okay, and it can easily spread to the another person because it was spreading through the mode of the transmission with the air. Okay, next is hepatitis. Hepatitis is the virus, B virus. Hepatitis B is a virus. Okay, it can be spread through the water. So for this prevention, we have to be drink the boiled water and the vaccination. Next one is the polio. Polio is through the virus, chickenpox is also through the virus, and measles is also through the virus. Polio has been spread in the air and water. Chickenpox is spread through the air and the contact, and measles has been through the air. Means most probably it was having a mode of transmission of the air. So what we have to do, we have to be keep the patients in the personal belongings. Okay, and patients and the personal belongings in a complete isolation from other vaccination. Okay, malaria is for the protozoa. It has been spread through the mosquito, and for its prevention, what we have to be do, we have to preventing the breeding of the mosquito by not allowing the collection of a water in the surrounding, and spray the insecticides, use mosquito net and repellents. Means we have to be make away us from mosquitoes. Okay, so this is what about the modes of transmission, and these are the common thing, even you know about it very well. So these are the two tables in which the mode of transmission and disease we have discussed. Now this is about it. And what about today's homework, that these two table point 2.2 and 2.3 you have to be draw in your notebook. Okay, but you have to be draw. The table has been drawn with the help of the pencil, and the headings, these red color headings is through the black pen, and the remaining is through the blue pen. Okay, no one can draw the table with the help of the pen. The table should be drawn with the help of the pencil scale only. Clear? Okay, the remaining chapter, I think within the 2 days we have complete our this chapter number 2. This was a lengthy chapter, but we have to be completed. Okay, clear? Thank you. That's all for today.